Hey guys, in India there is a massive demand for racing shoes tailored for 800 meters, 1600 meters and 5 kilometers. But there are not many alternatives in this space. And runners generally tend to use high-stack super shoes like Vaporfly and Metaspeed for such races. For a long time, the Adidas Takumi Sen has been the undisputed king in this segment. Asics Magic Speed 3 was the only viable alternative. Its lightweight build and aggressive midsole plate design made it absolutely perfect for short distance runs.
But then came the Magic Speed 4. Asics completely redesigned it, added 7.5mm to the midsole and turned it into a maximalist super trainer, which was better suited for half and full marathons. Thankfully, Asics also launched the Sonic Blast, which in many ways feels like the true successor to the Speed 4. This allowed the new Magic Speed 5 to return to its roots. It is once again a minimalist, light and incredibly quick shoe. But this time, it's packed with some very thoughtful upgrades.
We have divided this review into 4 segments talking about the 3 core components of a running shoe: upper, midsole and outsole. We will rate them in a scale ranging from bad to excellent. In the final segment, we will talk about competition and value. Let's start with the stats. Myself Siddharth.
I am Anu and you are watching Jogger Journal. The stack height of Asics Magic Speed 5 is 36 in the heel, 29 in the forefoot with a drop of 7mm. It weighs 193 grams in UK size 8 and comes at a retail price of 15,999. The upper features a lightweight, breathable engineered mesh that's literally see-through. Ventilation is right up there with the best super shoes, so you won't have any overheating issues during summer runs or hot race days. The mesh might look flimsy, but is incredibly tough. When you are sprinting at top speeds, your shoes take a lot of stress. Yet after 60 kilometers, our pair shows zero damage. Keep in mind, this upper isn't built for plush comfort. The only padding you will find is right above the heel collar to save weight. Another huge plus, the sawtooth laces. The ridges ensure your laces stay locked in and never come loose. The upper is purpose-built for tempo runs and racing. We would rate it as excellent.
The midsole uses a dual foam setup, which is standard for super trainers. You get a top layer of Flight Foam Leap and a bottom layer of Flight Foam Blast Plus for added durability and stability. No shortcuts here like the tiny Flight Foam Turbo Puck in Speed 4. Sandwiched in between is a full-length carbon fiber plate. Addition of Flight Foam Leap is the upgrade Magic Speed needed for its revival. FF Leap is Asics' lightest, bounciest foam, offering 13% more energy return than standard FF Blast. It's an aliphatic TPU compound, and these days, ATPU foams are delivering better rebound than PBA. It's actually our favorite foam, and it made its debut in the flagship Metaspeed series. Out of all the super trainers available in India right now, Magic Speed 5 is by far the fastest. Running at full tilt, the bounce feels amazing. It honestly feels like a top-tier super shoe. During a recent 10K race, the carbon plate combined with FF Leap gave me such a fantastic push in the final stages that I was able to cut down my pace and run negative splits. It offers a traditional, snappy feel rather than a heavily rockered one. Just a heads up, because of that stiff carbon plate, it can feel a bit harsh on your calves the day after a race. We would reiterate that Speed 5 performs best when you push the pace. It's not made for slow, easy runs. The midsole is excellent.
All 3 components of the Magic Speed 5 draw heavy inspiration from Asics' elite Metaspeed racing line, and the outsole is no different. The Asics grip rubber coverage is quite minimal. If you look at this purely as a training shoe, you might think that the coverage is suboptimal. But in our eyes, this is a short to middle distance racer, and minimal coverage is standard to save weight. Grip is solid on dry roads and hard ground, but the Asics grip rubber does struggle a bit on wet or dusty surfaces. That being said, the durability is holding up well so far. The outsole falls somewhere between average and good. We would stick to good.
We didn't get a chance to talk about the tremendous work Asics did to drop the weight by 50 grams in version 5. Of course, reduction in stack always leads to weight decrease. The massive weight drop in this shoe is largely thanks to Asics' minimalistic approach in the upper and outsole. Even the insole has punched out holes to shave off a few extra grams. To put this achievement into perspective, Magic Speed 5 weighs 210 grams in UK 9, which is just 8 grams more than Takumi Sen 11, and that is a top-tier carbon-plated racing shoe.
The Magic Speed 5 perfectly targets a segment with very few competitors. Its sweet spot is anywhere from 800 meters up to a half marathon. While the price has been bumped up by 1000 rupees, we don't necessarily see that as a negative because the foam upgrades make it absolutely worth it. This shoe truly justifies the super in Super Trainer. If you race 5Ks, 10Ks or half marathons and want peak performance without dropping 25,000 bucks, this is the shoe for you.
When looking at direct comparisons, its closest competitor is Adidas Takumi Sen 11. Both feature breathable uppers, lightweight bouncy foams, a plate or a rod design, and would command a medium to low stack category. Takumi slightly edges Magic Speed out with a full-length superfoam setup and superior outsole grip. However, in terms of actual performance, it's virtually a tie. And since Takumi is currently very hard to find in India, Magic Speed 5 is your best alternative.
Magic Speed 5 competes with Nike Zoom Fly 6 and Puma Deviate Nitro 4 in the Super Trainer segment. But after using these three, we realized that the Magic Speed 5 is built for pure speed. It is strictly for intervals, threshold runs and race day efforts, while the other two have much more pace versatility. They are jack of all trades options that handle slow, easy jogs just as well as fast runs. See you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.